Hey guys, it's your old pal Alice Cooper. Basically, this is Spooktacular. So you're gonna be seeing a bunch of horror movies that have a Halloween theme to it. Look for it all this month. Guys, hi! I'm back after a brief hiatus. Anyway, this is my next review for Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Wes Craven made an attempt after a short break. He basically did Dream Warriors, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors, and he took some time off, and he came back for, of course, this movie. So basically, it's not all that complicated. It starts out with basically a guy that's that's developing this special new glove for Freddy, and he's trying to put it together, and the glove comes alive and it kills him. He's like a special effects guy, so, and that's pretty much, and the buddy count begins. Anyway, I haven't read this some. I'm gonna get into it later. Uh, it's not all that complicated now. Basically, the new rating system goes basically this way. Um, it's the worst, of course, being it's dog crap. Flame bag of dog crap. This is of course spectacular, of course. So these rings will fit with that theme. Next one is of course I got a rock. Next one is a hangover and a toothbrush. Next one is popcorn balls and gum. Next one is of course uh, chocolate peanut butter cups and a chocolate bar, and of course the best one is of course a visit by Bruce Campbell. So that's pretty much the ratings I'll be doing from now on. Anyway, basically, it's not a very complicated story. I want to keep this review under 5 minutes. It's a basically, it starts out with Heather Mellencamp playing herself, and she has a son Dylan and her husband, and they're basically just hanging. They're basically just sleeping in their bed, and they get woken up by this horrible earthquake, and was like the third one in like a week. Um, so they're pretty terrified by that, and turns out that the her husband is actually, um, an actor, duh, and he's actually playing a special effects guy, and much later on, he gets killed by Freddy when the glove that's inside of the car with him slices him up basically, and he has a car accident and dies. And Heather is of course distraught by this, and the kid Dylan, he's really scared by this, and the babysitter shows up, and Nancy has to go do some stuff, so um, Dylan and his babysitter are hanging out inside of the thing, and then of course Dylan watches one of Nancy's movies, the first movie, and Heather says, "Why are you watching this?" And he screams out in terror because this freaking kid is scared out of his mind. And so basically, Dylan gets committed to this psychiatric hospital, basically, and the residents there give him sleeping pills because they want him to sleep. And the lady says, "Are you crazy? You can't take sleeping pills." And but Dylan falls asleep, and Dylan ends up killing not Dylan. Freddy is strong enough, so he kills the babysitter, and he goes, "Hey Dylan, you ever play Skin the Cat?" And he kills the babysitter. Pulls her around the ceiling and kills her, and so basically, it's not a very complex story. I want to wrap this up. I don't want to put a lot of time into this, and basically, Wes Craven's New Nightmare has this really complex, not a very complex story to it. Wes Craven is writing a new script, and he wants Nancy to play. He asks Nancy if she has the courage to play Nancy one last time, and she meets up inside this little talk show, you might want to say. And Freddy comes out, in costume, and he cuts through the wall, and the fans are dressed up like Freddy, and they're cheering and stuff because they love Freddy, and and Freddy, and Nancy, well, actually, Robert Englund and Nancy are walking down the hallway, and they have this little discussion about what a project that they should do together that's non-horror movie related, and it should be a romance. And Robert Englund goes, well, just because it's a romance doesn't mean we should have a decapitation or two. And anyway, the funeral for her husband is finally done, and the casket is open, of course, and there's this horrible earthquake, and Dylan gets pulled in. Freddy tries to pull Dylan through the casket, and Heather saves him, of course. So basically, it comes down to this. Because Heather was the one that had the strength to fight Freddy in the original movie, so he has to confront him one last time. And Dylan is dragged into this dream, and after a while, before that, he says, "Never sleep again." And he freaking, they're in this park, and he freaking jumps, and he thought maybe God would catch him, and he didn't. So anyway, basically getting into this dream, final battle, Freddy has his new outfit and whole new look to him, which is more evil, actually. And it turns out that he's actually a demon. Duh. And, Dylan and Nancy defeat him, and he's inside this little furnace, you might say, and Dylan gets pulled by his really, really, really long arm by Freddy, and he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna eat you all up." And he opens up his mouth and he tries to eat Dylan, and Nancy stabs him with a knife and cuts his tongue off, well, part of his tongue. And Freddy grabs his mouth, and they shut the door on the furnace, and he burns up, and he explodes basically, and that's it. Freddy's finally dead, and Nancy has this script, and Dylan asks her to read it to her. And Wes Craven has a little note on there that says, "Thank you, Nancy, for having the courage to play Nancy one last time." And she says that, and she sits there and she reads the script to Dylan, and roll credits. So that's Wes Craven's New Nightmare. It is. Wes Craven's New Nightmare is a failed attempt at a movie and is given the rating of I Got Rock. Basically, Wes Craven's New Nightmare is not a very complex story. It's a big disappointment. It has a few good moments in it. So anyway, it's a good movie for Halloween if you want to sit down and enjoy a good pretty decent horror movie. A few moments in it that are probably too much for an R-rated movie, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, so basically, that's pretty much it. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Watch some more videos. Share and like, of course. Hit thumbs up to support the channel. And leave a comment below. And I'll see you in my next movie review, which is later on today. Bye.